For more resources, visit rymonline.org.
The Local Youth Worker is a daily podcast that's centered on 5 questions each week. Ranging from the practical to the professional, we're looking for answers to the questions you're asking. Whether you're in full-time, part-time, or even volunteer youth ministry, this podcast is for you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're talking to Scott Lowe. Been talking to him for the past couple of days, getting advice to youth workers as a senior pastor, and then also yesterday advice in speaking to youth pastors and youth workers, volunteers, or otherwise as a father. Today, Scott, what do you feel like are some of the biggest mistakes young youth workers make, or some practical suggestions in those areas that you think would help? And I like that you're smiling right as you're about to.
I really think it was actually something that Brian Sorgenfry said in his sermon at an RYM conference. He said that we really struggle with being our messy self. Mm-hmm. And so what we do is we have such an ideal self that's in front of us, and really in everything in life. But man, when you're in work and you're doing your job and you've got this like perfect ideal of who you're gonna be. For me, I was gonna be the cool campus minister that so shaped my life, and I was gonna talk like him, and I was gonna be like him. And imitation is amazing. It's very, very important, but it can also make you crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're never yourself.
Yeah.
And some of the mistakes I think that we all make in ministry, not just youth ministry, is not knowing how to simply be still, catch our thoughts, and be patient with our own growth. When you first step into youth ministry, your first day, your first year, I mean, you're going to be trying to do everything you ever saw that was great, and you just can't.
Yep. And
you're not going to be that person, that ideal self, but you will be your messy self. And those kids see that. And sometimes we make the mistake of, we can be too vulnerable, but we make the mistake of not being vulnerable with just our mistakes or not. I mean, gosh, you start to teach and you want to preach the perfect sermon and for your class or for your Sunday school class or for your youth group or whatever. And it's just not going to be. You're going to talk too long. The kids are going to be bored. And you're going to have to learn from that. And you have to be someone that can take yourself somewhat lightly, which kind of feeds in the one other piece that I would give advice is that seek out ways through your own study of Scripture, your devotional, your time with God. Really spend time going, Lord, teach me to be teachable. Teach me how to receive criticism without being crushed, and to be able to offer criticism without crushing. You're going to get parents' advice.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. And it's crushing if you're not teachable and if you don't have a sense about your own messiness and do that. That's going to take time. Mm-hmm. It just takes time. You're not even going to get what I said tomorrow. It's like a long obedience in that direction of teachability and going to Jesus and saying, teach me to be teachable. Teach me to receive advice, and those are the best youth workers I've ever worked with. Are the ones that are like hungry to learn and are willing to step out and risk a little bit in their messiness.
Yeah, that's helpful. I mean, just the image kind of as you're talking about first, you kind of have that image of who you want to be and maybe the superstar you kind of worship, and so just being cautious of that and being comfortable in your own skin, and then
Mhm.
also, like you said, just being teachable. I mean, that is absolutely vital. And it is so hard. Our sin makes us blind and makes us feel like we've kind of already arrived and have it figured out. And people just need to get out of the way so we can do ministry. But that's good to guard youth workers from that, because those are definitely huge mistakes will come from that.
Mhm.
Anything else on that, Scott?
No.
All right. Thanks, fam.